So we will go ahead and start now. Just like a little roadmap for today, we'll be practicing four different techniques. And one of them will kind of be adding on like a modification for those who have practiced it. But the first technique that we're going to practice today is diaphragmatic breathing. So I'll give kind of a quick overview of how to practice this technique. I'll show everyone for those who don't know how to practice this technique. And then we'll all practice it together, and that's how what we'll do for all four of the techniques today. So, diaphragmatic breathing focuses on isolating and strengthening the bottom third of our lungs. The reason why we do this is because normally we don't use our full lungs when we breathe. So, we want to isolate and strengthen each main part so that all the other techniques kind of are taken to a deeper and more effective level. So for diaphragmatic breathing, we do this technique laying down. If you are unable to lay down, you can do it seated, but if you are able to do it laying down, then it's much better to do it laying down. It's a lot easier to breathe
Gotcha.
into that area. So again, I'll show you how to practice this technique, and then we will all practice it. So you're going to lie down and you're going to lie down anywhere, wherever's comfortable. And you're going to put your knees together and your feet apart flat out on the floor. So we're focusing here on the bottom third of our lungs. So this belly area right here. What we're going to do is we're going to use our hands to help guide the breath into that part of the lungs. So you're going to take one hand and you're going to place it on your belly, and one hand you're going to place on your chest. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in through your nose, you're breathing into your hand on your belly. So your hand here is on your chest to make sure that your chest is not moving whatsoever. You're only breathing into your hand on your belly. I'll show you a couple of rounds what this looks like. So you see how my chest is not moving whatsoever, only my belly is moving. When you're done, you're slowly going to move to the side and get up. Now, for this technique, I'll go over the main guidelines and we'll all practice it together. So first, we'll be breathing in and out through the nose. We'll be nose breathing for all of these techniques today. And we really want to make sure that our breath is super even and smooth. And even if you've been practicing for a while, making sure that your breath is super even and smooth is something that takes a lot of time to master, especially when you get into all of these like complicated counts and things. But for example, if we're practicing like a 5 count today, for every second that we're inhaling a fifth of our lungs. And for every second that we're exhaling a fifth of our lungs. We also want to make sure that everything else besides our breathing muscles are totally relaxed. So that means your jaw's relaxed, your eyes are closed if that's comfortable, and things like that. Again, breathing in and out through the nose. So we will be practicing a 5 count, which means we'll be breathing in for 5 seconds and exhaling out for 5 seconds. Does anyone have any questions before we practice this technique?
We're only doing the diaphragmatic breathing, nothing else.
Yes,
Just the
just
lower third.
diaphragmatic breathing right now.
Okay.
Okay, so again, we're doing a which means we're breathing in for 5 seconds and exhaling out for 5 seconds. So to get ready, you can lie down on the ground with your knees together and your feet apart. If you're unable to, you can do a seated. You're going to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly and close your eyes if it's comfortable. Number one, diaphragmatic breathing. 5 count. Take a breath in, exhale, and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a couple of moments. Just notice how you feel. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And if you're laying down, you can slowly move to your side and get up. Okay. We'll
Um,
move on to the second breathing technique of today's class. The next technique that we'll be practicing is nadi shodhana pranayama or alternate nostril breathing. For those who have practices where there will be like a modification that you can add on, I'll explain that after I explain the technique. But nadi shodhana pranayama is a type of alternate nostril breathing. So if you've learned alternate nostril breathing techniques before, there are a bunch of different types, but this is kind of like the most basic version. So to practice this technique, you're going to sit in any position that's comfortable. You just have to make sure your spine is straight. So you can sit in a chair, you can sit, in a seated kneeling position, whatever is comfortable. Just make sure that your spine is completely straight. So for this technique, we'll be using the thumb and the ring finger of our right hand. These are the two fingers that we'll be using to close the nostril that we're not breathing into. So you're using your thumb to close your right nostril and your ring finger to close your left. So to begin, you're going to take your right thumb and close your right nostril. And you're going to inhale through your left nostril. Then you're going to take your ring finger, you're going to close your left nostril and open your right nostril. Exhale out. Then you're going to inhale through your right nostril. Then you're going to take your thumb, you're going to close your right nostril and open your left. Exhale through your left. So that is considered one round. In the recording, there are 10. So guidelines for this technique, we want to focus on taking in full yogic breaths. So that means as we inhale, we're focusing on inhaling into our entire lungs. And then when we're exhaling, we're focusing on exhaling everything out. Again, on the inhale, really focusing on filling every part of our lungs. Obviously, breathing in and out through the nose, and we want to make sure that everything else is totally relaxed besides our fingers and our breathing muscles. So for those who have practiced nadi shodhana before and feel really comfortable with practicing it, there's kind of a modification you can add if you feel like you're comfortable with it. So what you're going to do is, if you feel comfortable with practicing nadi shodhana, we're going to add the modification where you can essentially kind of combine diaphragmatic breathing with nadi shodhana. So usually when you practice nadi shodhana, what we've done in the class is as we inhale, we're inhaling into like a full yogic breath, inhaling into our entire lungs, exhaling down to zero. Now, the modification you can add on is as you inhale, you're focusing on inhaling only into your belly area. And when you're exhaling everything out. So essentially, it's just like diaphragmatic breathing, except we're adding on the alternate nostril. So just to rephrase, if you haven't practiced nadi shodhana before, you're just going to do normal full yogic breaths, breathing in until you can't breathe in anymore, filling your lungs, and then exhaling down to zero. If you want to add a modification, what you're going to do is you're going to be lying down in just like diaphragmatic breathing, the technique that we just practiced, and you're going to be practicing nadi shodhana while you're breathing into your belly. So you can feel free to add on that modification. You don't have to. You can also practice nadi shodhana normally, just however you feel. But you'll kind of notice that as you gain more control over your lungs and as you practice all these techniques, you can kind of go and like do experimentations like this and, combine certain techniques. You could combine, like kumbhaka pranayama with thoracic breathing, like just breathing into the middle area and things like that, and just see what happens and what works for you. Are there any questions before we practice this? Okay. So if you want to add the modification, you can go ahead and lie down. And you can place one hand on your belly, and then the other hand you're going to be using to close your nostrils. Or if you're practicing nadi shodhana normally, you can be seated using your thumb and your ring finger right hand. We will be practicing a 6-6 count, which means we're breathing in for 6 seconds and exhaling out for 6 seconds.
Hands together. If you move the heart. Okay, I'm just reminding.
5. Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. 6 count. 6 count inhale and 6 count exhale. We begin on the left side with an inhale. Breathe out. Take your right hand thumb and cover your right nostril. And inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale from the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale through the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in and breathe out.
Okay, take a couple of moments and just notice how you feel. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And if you're laying down, you can slowly move to the side and get in a seated position. A little bit about that, especially in the in-person classes. And you can also see it in people's eyes, like after they practice, you can see everything's brighter. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the third technique for today. So we will be practicing thoracic breathing. We're kind of moving into some more like energizing pranayamas, to kind of like help us, start the day and get enough energy, good energy to fill us up. So we'll be practicing thoracic breathing. Thoracic breathing focuses on isolating and strengthening the middle part of our lungs. So this is the kind of the area that we normally breathe just in our normal everyday lives. So to practice this technique, you're going to sit in any position that's comfortable, whatever you've been doing. You just have to make sure your spine is straight. So just like in diaphragmatic breathing, we use our hands to help guide the breath into that part of the lungs. We're going to be doing the same thing here. We're going to be taking our hands with our thumbs on our back and essentially like holding on to our rib cage, like a high Superman or Superwoman pose. Just like this. And as you breathe in, you're going to breathe into your hands on your rib cage here. So your hands go up and out, and they're also stretched in your fingers. And as you exhale, you're just exhaling down normally. Really focusing on only breathing here. You shouldn't be breathing into the belly area or up here. You're only breathing into your hands on your rib cage. So I'll show you a few rounds of what this looks like. See, I'm breathing into my hands here, so they're going up and out. Same guidelines as the other technique. We're breathing in and out through the nose, and we're making sure that our breath is super even and smooth. We want to make sure that everything else is totally relaxed, and we're really focusing on breathing in and stretching that area. Breathing in as much as you can and exhaling everything out down to 0. So we will be practicing a 6 count, which means you're breathing in for 6 seconds and exhaling out for 6 seconds. Any questions before we begin?
Thoracic breathing. 6 count. Take a breath in, exhale, and inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in and breathe out.
You take a couple moments, just notice how you feel. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes if they are closed. Now we will move on to our last technique for today, and then we will talk at the end if anyone has anything that came up. So our final technique is kumbhaka pranayama. This is the technique that we focus on the hold at the top. So for the previous technique that we practiced, we focused on isolating a part of the lungs. There are other techniques that focus on isolating and strengthening different parts of the breath. So since we're focusing on the hold at the top, that part is going to be longer than all the rest of the counts. So what we'll be doing is we'll be inhaling, holding our breath, and exhaling. Same guidelines as the other techniques. We really want to focus on breathing in full yogic breaths, which means as we're inhaling until we can't inhale anymore, focusing on filling the bottom third of our lungs, the middle third, and the top third, and exhaling everything out down to 0. Again, we'll be breathing in and out through the nose and making sure that our breath is super even and smooth and everything else is totally relaxed besides our breathing muscles. So we'll be practicing a 5-10-2 count, which means we're breathing in for 5 seconds, holding our breath for 10 seconds, and exhaling for 2 seconds. So it's a pretty fast exhale, which means we need to have a lot of control over our breath, really focus on exhaling fast. So again, we'll be breathing in for 5 seconds, holding our breath for 10 seconds, and exhaling out for 2 seconds. Does anyone have any questions before we practice?
Kumbhaka pranayama. Also known as hold technique. 5-10-2 count. 5 count on the inhale, 10 count hold, 2 count on the exhale. We start on the exhale. Take a breath in and exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in and breathe out. Kumbhaka.
Okay, take a couple of breaths and just notice how you feel.
What's that called again?
Kumbhaka. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. They're closed.